Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Devil's Den. First things first, before we get started, if you are brand new to the channel, welcome, and make sure if you're watching this, make sure to subscribe. It is completely free. We are a very small-time YouTube channel. We cover everything and anything Devils. I am sort of sick, so I apologize for the, voice. But yeah, we are a very small time Devils YouTube channel. We cover, or at least try to cover, every single New Jersey Devils game. We scream, we laugh, we cry. Especially for games like tonight. So, let's jump into this. So, Devils played the Rangers tonight, and the Devils lose 5-3 in regulation to the Hudson rivals, the New York Rangers. So, where to even begin with tonight's game? So, first of all, I would like to personally say that I hate Trouba and Trocheck with all of my heart and soul. I'm just going to say it. I think that Trouba may be the dirtiest player in New York Rangers history after Sean Avery, okay? I cannot stand this guy. So, to break down why I cannot stand Trouba, so as we all know, last year's playoffs, we're gonna sort of replay a little bit. Last year's playoffs, Trouba takes a headshot to Timo Meier and basically knocks his ass out for, I think it was 2 games? And he had to come back, full helmet, takes a headshot, and everyone was saying, oh, but the hit is fine. He had his head down. Now we're gonna zoom forward in time, and Trouba again takes out Nozick this time. Some people are calling it clean. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I do think he was trying to headshot him. Now, some people would say, well, we don't know. It looks like he got all body. It looks like he hit the shoulder. This guy has a history of intentionally going after guys, headshotting people. And quite frankly, I'm so tired of hearing the, oh, but he had his head down, therefore he should have expected to be hit. No! If you have your head down, in my opinion, that makes your hit even worse. Because the guy who has his head down, okay, is in a vulnerable position. They can't see what's about to happen. And for you to, crouch and lean down and take as far as I'm concerned, a cheap shot at a guy is disgusting. I cannot stand Trouba. The whole game, I was hoping that someone would just, knock him to the ground as hard as they possibly could. Clean, but still knock his ass to the ground, okay? People have said that when you keep your head down, it's almost as if it's an act of disrespect. And I'm not saying that NHL players should go around with their head down skating. I'm not saying that. But the idea that if I see someone with their head down, that gives me more leniency to hit them is, quite frankly, ridiculous. I don't understand this argument. It's like saying, you know what? This is the better comparison. When you're in a street fight, okay, what's one of the biggest rules of street fights? That when you're fighting a guy, look him in the eye and fight him. But if the guy's got his back to you, or the guy's not looking at you, you don't take a cheap shot at him when he's not looking your way. The same principle can be applied here with Trouba. People seem to think that a head down means the hit is more justified. I don't. If your head is down, and you agree that it's a vulnerable position, then that makes the hit more unjustified than justified. Okay? Here's another one. Almost same thing. Hughes is leaning into the boards. He's going to get the puck against the boards. He's turned his body away from the rest of the players to go get the puck. And what does Vincent Trocheck do? Hi, Hughes. Boom! Cross check. Right in the back. Hughes' whole body goes crumpled into the boards. His head's down, right? Hughes' head is down. His head is down because he's looking at the puck that he's going for, and Trocheck from behind, boom, cross check. In the numbers, Jack isn't looking at him. Is that hit justified? Do we not call a penalty? Because one was a penalty and one wasn't. Trocheck got 2 minutes for cross-checking. Trouba's hit did not. And I know you are saying, let's say, hypothetically, that Trouba's hit was on the head. I'm willing to possibly concede that. That Trouba's... No, you know what? Scratch that. I'm willing to concede that Trouba's hit wasn't on his head. But that I think he had intent to injure there because Trouba has a history of injuring a guy. The same way that if Tom Wilson of the Washington Capitals goes in to hit a guy, doesn't hit his head, but is pretty damn close, and takes a guy out of the game, I'm sort of going to lean on the idea that this guy had intent to hurt. Or at least intent to injure. Okay? I don't like inconsistency. Inconsistency bothers me. It bothers me so much. So when I see the refs call something so, in my opinion, so easily there, it blows. I was watching the game, and I'm leaping out of my chair. I'm just getting over something, and as you guys can probably tell from my voice, I was screaming at my TV more at a higher volume than I have in the last 4 or 5 days of being sick. It was crazy to watch Trouba keep getting away with it. He got away with it tonight. He got away with it against Meyer. He's going to hit someone eventually, and they're going to end up like in a hospital. I'm calling it now. Okay? People can start putting money on this, but Trouba's going to hit someone eventually, and they're either going to end up with a massive concussion, miss massive time, or end up in a hospital. Okay? I do believe that he goes out intentionally trying to hurt guys. And I think that it's disgusting behavior. And I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this because it seems like the resounding narrative on this is that it was a clean hit. And you know what? Fine. If it's a clean hit, it's a clean hit. But I do think that he went out with the intent to hurt Nozick. I do. Because you can see him lock on to Nozick and take a couple of steps toward him before he hits him. It's crazy to me. Anyways. On to some more chill news. Jack Hughes came back for tonight's game. He got 2 points, goal, and an assist. Yay, go Jack. Dougie Hamilton got 2 assists. And I gotta say, overall for the game, I was pretty disappointed with how the game ended up. Because I thought we played, the last 2 games, I thought we played really well defensively. We gave up some odd man rushes today, which feels like an every game thing now for the Devils. But, like, I thought defensively we actually played a lot better than we have been playing. Specifically, guys like Colin Miller and Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes is going to win a Norris at some time in his career. I just know it already. Maybe not as an offensive defenseman, but he's been playing such good defensive hockey recently. It's been so nice. Every time I see him with the puck, he bobbles a little bit, but like I'm not having a panic attack every time he touches the puck. Colin Miller, pairing him with Hughes, has turned out to be really great. Colin Miller being that defensive defenseman has been fantastic for these guys. And I thought he's played, really well with Hughes. He played well tonight. He played well last game. I think he's played great. I think Miller and Hughes has played great. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was Vanacek. So, Vanacek, I am convinced, is a man made out of Ouija boards. Because in one moment, he can play so well, and in the next moment, he plays so badly. And it's truly mind-boggling. I tweeted this out. Again, if you're not following us on Twitter, go ahead. Again, it's free, @DevilsAndReacts. I tweeted out a couple, I can't remember if it was last game or the game before, where I mentioned that Vanacek's 2 weak points are rebound control and tracking the puck. And it feels like every single game, there is a goal that gets shot at him. He can't hold the puck in. It gets bounced somewhere else. The defense can't clear, and the other team just knocks it into the net. And it's crazy to me because it's starting to feel like it's every other game, or it's every game. At least one goal goes in like this. And I want to defend Vanacek so badly because I think he does play overall pretty good. But, like, damn, when he does this stuff where the puck hits in, it knocks off a pad or comes off his chest or he gets the blocker on it, it just bobbles and he can't seem to control it. And it's wild to me. But yeah, that's my take on Vanacek right now. Overall, I thought he played okay tonight. There was 1 or 2 goals I thought he should have had. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. New Jersey's first goal. So, this is a really weird goal. Ironically, it's the goal that Jack scored. So, Jack shoots the puck. It goes into Shesterkin's body and pads and things like that. The whistle gets blown, and the puck, like, dribbles out of Shesterkin and into the back of the net. And I, for the love of God, could not think of why the goal counted. And it turned out that in the NHL, there's a rule where so long as the puck is continuing, like, forward momentum, I believe, even after the whistle's gone, and that continues to go through and crosses the line, it's still considered a goal. It was a weird voodoo goal. I thought it was cool because I never heard of this rule before. I could be getting it wrong, so if I am, please feel free to leave it in the comments or wherever. But yeah, it's a really weird. It's so long as I think it's the momentum of play continues. Even after the whistle's gone, it's still technically considered a goal. So that's a new rule I'd never heard of until tonight. So, cool. Jack got his goal. So there you go. Jack's back. He gets his goal. It's a voodoo goal. Vanacek is a human being made out of Ouija boards. Trouba and Trocheck are pieces of slime. And what was I forgetting? Oh, that's right. The Rangers. Yeah. Did I want to cover anything else before I head out? Because I am still sick and I want to be screaming the entire time. Oh, here's a question I wanted to ask you guys. If we think that Vanacek sucks, who would you recommend that we go get? Because it seems like there doesn't actually seem to be anyone out there that can really replace Vanacek at this current time. Saros looks like he's getting locked up by Nashville long term. Hellebuck just signed again with Winnipeg, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It kind of feels like we dodged a bullet with Hellebuck because his numbers aren't too great either. Yeah, like, who would you guys replace with Vanacek? Like, honest to God. And by the way, let's remember that if you guys want to trade for Vanacek, that's fine, but you need a goalie that's better than Vanacek that isn't going to require us to trade away, like, a first and Vanacek and something else to acquire. Maybe you want to add Brendan Smith, Vanacek, and a second for, like, another goalie. Maybe. I guess we'll see. Leave a comment. Leave an idea in the comments if you have one, because I genuinely don't know who we're supposed to go after if not Vanacek. I agree Vanacek needs to tighten up his game, but, like, I don't see the practicality in trying to go after another goalie that's not going to cost us everything. Because as far as I'm concerned, if Vanacek sucks, then no one's going to want him. If Brendan Smith sucks, then no one's going to want him. So the only real value you're going to have to add here is a forward piece like, I don't know, Mercer or Holtz, and maybe a first or second round draft pick. Does that feel worth it just for a goalie? Or a goalie and a defenseman? I don't, that doesn't sit right with me at all. So, Anyways, that's going to be it. We play again on, I believe it's Wednesday night against the Red Wings or Tuesday night against the Red Wings. One of the two. I will see if I'll make a video for that one. If it's on Wednesday night, I probably won't be able to. I do have things that I do in my actual life on Wednesday and Friday nights. So Wednesday and Friday nights are not always great for me to do Devil's Den videos. But either way, hopefully I will see you guys in the next Devil's Den video. And again, if you're not already subscribed, hit the sub button, hit the like button. Let's get this community growing. We're slowly getting there. And yeah, you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.